What? Hey friends. So I'm here in my hotel room in London. I was here for summer.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Stop! Oh my god. I was here for summer in this city and I did a Q&A and a meet and greet at the YouTube Space London with Louise, Sprinkle of Glitter. It was fantastic. Thank you to Summer in the City and YouTube London for having me. It was a great time. Thank you to everyone that came out. I loved meeting you. For those of you that maybe follow the podcast or like our live streams, like the Dink Fam, you might know that I've been like pretty sick for like 3 weeks now, and I've been on 2 different kinds of antibiotics. One of which, right when we like landed that night, I went to like one of the emergency clinics or whatever the fuck and got another dose of antibiotic. And this week I asked you on my Facebook if I could just do sort of a questions video because it's been a rough few weeks for me. The last one that I did was in May of 2014.
2014?
Oh my god, stop! I feel like my brain doesn't work!
Okay, they have medicine in the year 2016.
Shut the fuck up! Also, I hope you don't mind that Julian is here because we're in a hotel in London and it's kind of rude of me to be like, Julian, can you get the fuck out? I would like to answer them and not like be super trolly. I think it's time that I answer some questions for real. Jenna, we need answers, fam. Okay. Jenna, I really need to up my dating game. Do you have any good pickup lines that I could use to make all the boys fall in love with me? Do you have any good pickup lines, Ot?
If I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put it on your butt. Because it's a good look.
A good line if you just want to just go in for the kill is you say, hey, you got something on your lips, and they're like, oh, what is it? And then you just go, my lips, and then you just kiss them, unless you think that's too forward, in which case don't do that.
If you do that to me, I would call the cops.
My own boyfriend won't even let me kiss him. Come here, baby.
Baby, pussy.
Hey, do you have Pokemon Go? Cause why don't you take down your pants? What is your biggest pet peeve in regard to other people while traveling, i.e. someone on a plane, a hotel, driving? I've already made like a couple videos talking about particularly airports, but all I can think of right now is that on our way over here, some lady woke up in the middle of the night and fell over in the plane. So it's kind of clouding my ability to think of other things that make me mad. But I'd say within the top 5 or 10, it's just like falling down in an airplane. So I'm actually pretty scared of flying a lot of the time. It's a habit of mine, ever since before there were fucking TVs on airplanes, to take the safety card out and read it, like front to back, every single time. And everyone makes fun of me. Like even the flight attendants sort of look at me like, she's fucking reading that little pamphlet right now? Like that's, what the fuck? No one does that. I pull it out every single time and I read it, and I hate when people make fun of me for it. I'm sorry that I like to be informed and educated. I don't know, but we flew here backwards also. Our seats were like 2 seats are this way and like 2 seats are this way, and me and Julian flew backwards here. First time that the brace yourself position isn't like this, it's like this. Swear to God, like if shit got real, I would take the pamphlet with me. It says take nothing with you, but I would take that pamphlet. Along those same lines, I seem to be the only person that remembers to put all of their liquids and gels, all of them, in a little Ziploc bag. I am the only person that once I get there, pulls out a little Ziploc bag of like chapstick and stuff. Like this is a rule. You knew this coming in here. I'm sorry for just being good at following the rules. I'm a rule follower. I am a follower. I'm a sheeple. What's the downside of sharing your life on YouTube? Are there any at all? I would say by far that the pros far outweigh the cons in so many ways. If I had to choose one of the biggest downsides, I would say that because this is a democratized platform and anyone can do it, anyone can share and say anything that they want, people genuinely really think that they know who I am or know me personally. Oh, she's sort of just like my internet friend that I know, and like if we met each other, like I can come to her house, because it seems like that all the time because it is so personal. So I'd say one of the biggest downsides is when people don't quite make that connection, that like you might know me on the internet, but I don't know who you are. So that line of like invasion gets crossed sometimes, if that makes sense. It's just it's a weird new thing. But I'd say 99% of the time people are incredibly respectful and kind to me in person. I have no complaints. You know, that 1%, man, y'all are fucked up. Y'all need Jesus. How did you go from ranting all the time to trolling? I've seen your videos saying the rants were going to stop, but I want to know how you came about that change in your life. It was very impressive to see you change so drastically for your own happiness. I think I was just sort of like an angry person for a while. You know, like when you're in middle school school or something, and like if your friend doesn't talk to you or something very small happens, it seems like the world is ending. Well, in my early 20s, I would say it was like that. Like things would be frustrating or aggravating, but on an exponential scale in my mind. They seemed so much worse than they were. I would be so much more angry than you could be. I mean, honestly, I don't have much to complain about. People do fucked up shit sometimes, but I just don't, it doesn't serve me to sit around and be pissed off about it. And I just wanted to change my mindset and what I was choosing to focus my energy on and make sure that it was something that was serving me. And trolling serves me because it makes me laugh and it makes me happy. Plus, why be angry when you could just, you know, troll the fuck out of it? A lot of the things that like really piss me off now are not appropriate to just spew on the internet, if you know what I'm saying. Imagine you're sitting under a tree, because that's how much shade I just threw. I think that's what being an adult is. Buying things that you hate and also having to shut your mouth like all the time and bottle it all on the inside instead of just letting it out. What random thing about Julian annoys you the most? What about you annoys him the most? One of the things that annoys me the most about Julian is that he's the tornado in the kitchen. He can like make things in record speed, but it also means that he's left out every ingredient that it takes to make it. All of that is tolerable because I follow the tornado and put everything away and we make a really good, you know, kitchen team. But what pisses me off is that he will take one piece of paper towel at a time, use it for something, crumple it, and leave it on the counter. And so while I'm walking around in the wake of the tornado, there's like 7 individual paper towels that you've used for one, instead of just keeping it and wiping it up for something else or throwing it out, you crumple it and leave it on the counter. Like that is not the garbage. But I'll also be sort of passive aggressive about it because I'll grab one and then I'll grab another one and I'm like, are you done with these? And you breathe really loudly, a lot. That's not news though either, because people on the live stream complain about it nonstop, that you breathe really
Sorry
loud.
for being alive. I didn't realize I couldn't be alive. Probably the thing that annoys me the most about you is there's like talking to your dogs, and then there's like cooing at your dogs, and then there's like doing it too much. And then all the way over here is Jenna cooing for hours at the top of her lungs at the highest pitch I've ever heard.
They like songs.
So sometimes I'll have to literally tell Jenna, that's good. Okay, enough with the cooing.
No, he'll say,
like,
that's a lot.
That's a lot. You like forget that I have ears.
What is the most annoying sound you and Julian can make? Yeah, I think just breathing is the most annoying sound you can make. Ew! Do you have a movie or a song that you use as a litmus test for how cool a new person in your life can possibly be? I don't think that I have a movie, but a good song is El Sonidito. Like you're either down with that song or you can get out. But I think that my litmus test for new people is usually like internet humor. If someone doesn't like internet humor, our friendship probably isn't gonna be that good because I can't just explain things to you all day, every day and why they're funny. Have you ever had to walk away from a friendship? I don't mean naturally losing touch. I mean about face, forward march, get the fuck out. Yes. I've had to do this for lots of different reasons throughout my life. You can use your imagination, and I'm sure you've had to do it in the past too, but I mean, there's pretty obvious reasons why you wouldn't be friends with people and tell them to get the fuck out of your life. What is your meaning of life? Do you think you found it yet? I don't think there is a universal meaning for everyone. I think we all have our own special purpose. Okay, this might be a little bit long-winded, and disclaimer, my apologies to anyone that is religious that does not believe in anything that I'm about to say. It might be a little bit out there, but you know what? It's coming from my mouth. You know what to expect. I don't think that there is a universal meaning or purpose. I think there's 2 ways to go through life, and it took me a little while to learn that. I look at Marbles, and he's so stressed out about everything all the time, right? Like the wind blows, and he's very upset about it. You know, we're in the car, and he shivers about it. And then you look at Peach, and she's just over there, and everything is great. And I really think that I learned how to take all of the things that make me upset or angry or whatever, and realize that I can sit with them and be angry about them and let it dictate my choices and how I feel about things. Or I could just be like Peach and just chill and let life happen. And I found that that way makes me feel much happier. So I think in terms of purpose, maybe your purpose is to figure out whatever it is your soul needs to learn in this particular lifetime, if that's something you believe or not. But just to enjoy your time, and that you can freak out the whole time, or you can just let it happen. I also think for me personally, like the apex of being a human is teaching another human how to human, but that human doesn't have to come from my body. Like even if it's like a 14-year-old that I adopt and you're like my smaller human that I have to teach how to human, or it's a niece or a nephew or whatever, a neighbor. I think that it's important for me on my my life journey to teach another human how to human, then you've fulfilled part of your purpose. Also, are you one of those people that has tomato sauce on the top of fries or to the side? To the side. You can't put it on the top. That makes a fucking, oh my God, it makes a mess. What are you doing? That's disgusting. Did anyone from the calling in sick to jobs we don't have video ever call you back and get up you? Get up you. No one called me back because I blocked my phone number with the exception of the first one. So no, the first one did not call me back. Will you make a part 2? I've thought about making a part 2 to that video. I don't know why people like that so much, but I've thought about it. Do people take sneaky pictures of you in public? Yes, they do, and I can see you. You guys aren't that sneaky. Do you consider yourself famous? I'm in the boat of no, because this is a democratized platform, so anyone can do it. So I don't really feel like some of those traditional things apply to this scenario, honestly. I'm not doing anything that you can't do, fam. You know what I'm saying? Just have a different brain. Do you work out or are you a lazy human like me? No, son, I'll fucking work out. I'll work out. That was embarrassing. I'll never do it again. Do you ever regret doing your master's in psychology or wish you'd had a career more in line with what you studied? No, I want to say never. I will never regret doing my master's in psychology. Education is really important and I did it. It's over. No one can ever take that away from me. I've talked to a lot of other people that work in the internet or are faced with the choice of pursuing a current career or finishing their education. And I'm always like an education pusher. I'm like, just do it. You know, I know it's really exciting and people always tell you do things like, oh, strike when the iron's hot. I'm like, it's a fucking iron, fam. It's gonna be hot for a little bit, okay? Don't freak out about it. You need to finish your education now because you're not gonna do it when you're 30. I think that it's really important. I think that you learn a lot of things as an adult in graduate school or in college or things like that you just don't learn in other places. It's one of the last times that you're surrounded by your peers constantly all the time and you're on the same level of life experience. You learn a lot from being in that environment. And I know in the future, like, oh, all colleges will be online and for free, but that negates like half of the cool stuff that you learn in college, like where you fit into society and like who you are and what your identity is. That really shapes you as a person and what you do with the rest of your life. Will you and PewDiePie ever collab? My faves, by the way, love you, and my dick is all the way out for Harambe. Dick's out for Harambe. Never forget. I mean, I'm down. Felix, hit me up. I'm here. What am I supposed to do when I still feel at 25 and married that I have no clue what I'm doing? Just keep doing what you're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. You're just like everybody else. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Nobody knows what they're doing. Welcome to being alive. Can you whisper into the microphone rectal exam so I can make my roommate laugh? Don't ask questions online. Rectal exam. Have you gotten your Kylie lip kits yet? If yes, can you tell us what you think of them? Do I look like I got that Kylie lip kit? This is just like dry lip liner. No, I can't tell you what I think of them. I don't have them. I like how you said Kylie lip kits, plural, as if I even got one of them. Zoe's tweeting out when they exist. I can't even get one. I don't know how you people keep getting Kylie lip kit. I can't get it. In one video, you said you hate prescription drugs. Why? I mean, what the fuck? Pharmacy and pharmacology are awesome. You know, I'm not denying that pharmacies and pharmacology is awesome, okay? I just don't like putting things in my body. You can even ask Julian. I have like a weird aversion to taking anything that I don't absolutely have to take. So like if I broke my arm in half and someone was like, look, you have to take this or else you're gonna be in the worst pain, you're gonna black out every time you open your eyes. I'd be like, fair enough. But unless I absolutely have to take it, I don't wanna take it. I don't know, drugs scare me. One time when I was in like 4th grade, we watched an animated movie about heroin and I passed out. If you were Julian for a day and Julian were you for a day, what would you both do? Well, first thing I would do is whip my dick out for Harambe. Then I would pee standing up. Then I would feel what it feels like to deadlift 500 pounds and be like, fuck yeah.
And I would just play with your boobs.
You would just play with my boobs.
Yeah.
You'd sit there like this all day. If you had to be trapped inside one movie for the rest of your life, what movie would that be? My Neighbor Totoro. Ooh, no, I take it back. Harry Potter. What do you have Julian under in your phone? LOL. Julie pees out of his butt. In honor of the Olympics, what Olympic sport do you think you could rock and why? Horse dressaging? Dressage? It's where the horses dance. I mean, I really think that I could do really well at it. You just sit up there and you're just like, fuck with me, and the horse just goes like this the whole time and then you get a gold medal. Who makes the best garbage plates in Rochester? How did you like yours? Do you miss them? I'm gonna say something a little controversial, but I'm gonna say Henrietta Hots. That was my spot. I do miss them a lot. I'm working on making a vegan version. For those of you that don't understand this part of the conversation, question, just black out for a second. Fuck, marry, kill Chris Hemsworth, Johnny Depp, Guy Fieri. Fuck Chris Hemsworth, kill Johnny Depp, marry Guy Fieri, obviously. So yeah, those are some questions. I wanted to actually answer your questions and not just troll you this whole time. So I hope that you did enjoy that, because I don't often sit down and have any sort of serious discussion, with the exception of the podcast. Thank you so much for letting me do a low-key video this week. It has been very hectic. I'm gonna be heading home soon, and I've had a great time here. Thank you to everyone that's said hello to me on the street or came to the event. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Wednesday/Thursday. I don't even know where I am or what time it is, but you know, and here's my foot. So I just want the foot attention. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.